Spencer Lazara for MMAinterviews.tv made the trip down to Temecula, actually Murrieta, down here to visit my buddy Tarec Saffiedine, the champ, the last champion, welterweight champ of Strikeforce. Very impressive performance. Congratulations first off on earning that belt and really, you know, proving yourself as one of the elite welterweights on the planet.
Yeah, it feels awesome, you know, to get a win over a tough opponent like Nate. You know, to get the belt and to be the last champion, it's an amazing feeling.
You were able to just really, I was telling you, just everything he did, you had a counter to. You really dominated in every facet, didn't allow the fight to go to the ground, and just used, especially obviously the leg kicks, to really change the fight. Did you feel yourself changing the fight with those leg kicks and really something, was that a game plan?
You know, the leg kicks were part of the game plan, but it wasn't the entire game plan. I was supposed to box a little bit more and feint a little bit more also with the takedown and stuff like that. But you know, I saw the opening with the leg kicks after the second round, and my coaches told me that, you know, they were working and he wasn't checking the kicks. And because, you know, sometimes in the fight you don't realize what you do, you know, what's going on. So I had really good corners, and they told me to just keep going on the kicks, and so that's what I did, and it worked pretty well.
Yeah, it did. You know, just talk about switching stances as well. You're so well versed as switching to southpaw and coming back and forth and really confusing your opponent. When did you start working harder on the southpaw stance? Because you're originally an orthodox fighter, correct?
You know, honestly, to be honest, I don't know what I am. If I'm more orthodox or more righty or more southpaw. You know, my karate background, we used to train both sides. You know, every time, every practice, we used to be able to switch stance whenever we want. And I think it's a good thing in MMA because, especially against wrestlers, because they don't know how to attack, how to shoot, and I feel really comfortable switching like that. So I kind of implement it into my MMA game, and you know, I like to do that.
Your last loss, your only loss, I believe, was Tyron, right?
In Strikeforce, yes.
Yeah. So, I mean, it seems like you've come a long way in your wrestling again. I mean, you're wrestling. Not that you did poorly in that fight in your wrestling, but I thought this fight you really showed that you're still continuing to improve in that department. Talk about that and working here with guys like Dan and then Team Quest to get that part of your game up to par.
You know, it's you know, I have a great team behind me. You know, obviously Dan is one of the best in the clinch. You know, he taught me so much since I came to Team Quest. Brian Harper is really good also in the clinch. Jesse Taylor, of course, has really amazing takedowns. I brought a guy, his name is Patrick. Sorry, I forgot his last name. He's a Division I wrestler. Super explosive guy, talented wrestler that he kicked my ass into this camp. All the guys I train with kick my ass every day in the training, and so, you know, he helped me out in the side of fight because he gets you ready mentally, physically, and you know, all those guys, you know, are amazing and help me improve, you know, in the defense side of the wrestling, but also in the offensive side. I wasn't really, you know, able to show it more in the fight, but I've improved also a lot in my offensive side, you know.
Definitely, you're so technical. Do you feel that you're one of the more technical fighters in the world? Be honest.
I wouldn't say that, you know.
Come on, don't be humble. I know you're a humble guy, Tarec. Come on.
You know, definitely, I believe, you know, maybe my technique is, you know, a little higher, but I don't think I'm the most technical. I just watched Anthony Pettis this weekend. Man, I love him. You know, I mean, honestly, I love his style. He's really technical. He's powerful. He's fast. I really love you know, his style, you know, yeah, you know, I love the technique side of each and every, not only stand-up, but I love the technique side of, you know, jiu-jitsu, wrestling, you know, I try to improve on each and every area as well.
Now, you haven't signed anything with the UFC, but I'm sure you're going over there. What's the talks? What's the situation at this moment?
You know, at the current moment, I don't know. You know, I'm still working with my manager and you know, going with the UFC. Hopefully, you know, we should decide. I mean, we should have you know, an answer. You know, what's next for within the next couple of weeks, and hopefully I fight for the UFC soon.
You're not going to take a trip home then? You're kind of waiting on that to go visit the family back in Belgium?
Yeah, you know, unfortunately, I won't be able to go there soon. I would love to bring that belt back home, but unfortunately, I have to wait a little bit, maybe, yeah.
Well, it's definitely not going anywhere. It's yours for good, I guess. Talk about the welterweight division in the UFC and the kind of fights that you look forward to and who you see as the toughest guys in that division.
You know, definitely, you know, George St. Pierre is, you know, is the top guy. The guy who has the belt is a tremendous athlete, tremendous fighter. He's definitely, you know, the guy to beat, and all the guys before him, you know, are, you know, tremendous fighter as well. So I believe all the tops are definitely top fighters, and I'm looking forward to compete with those guys.
Well, anything else you want to say, Tarec?
I want to thank, you know, a lot of people, you know, my family, obviously all my teammates, my coaches, my sponsors, Clinch Gear, Be Bold, So South, a lot of sponsors, a lot of people that support me, and thank you for making the trip today.
Always a pleasure to see you. When are we going to play basketball, man? We've been waiting and dying to get my butt kicked by you in basketball. You saw my video, right? I got a little skills, I got a little something.
Yeah, definitely. We can do that whenever you come back, for sure, for sure.
This man almost played professional basketball in Belgium before, right?
Not professional, but...
Said almost.
Almost, yeah. I'm too short for that.
Definitely a tall man sport, but it shows the athleticism that you clearly possess.
Yeah, I mean, I love playing basketball, and we definitely should play together, yeah.
We will. We'll get that one on video. For now, he's going to stick to martial arts. I'm Spencer Lazar, Tarec Saffiedine, Strikeforce champion, welterweight, the last one you will ever see. We're here at Team Quest. You're watching MMAinterviews.tv.